Bogard, scot-free in every sense of the word. I keep my hands clean, sanitized. I've been analyzed the streets, found a way. Now I try to find his feet. Moutier, the lifestyle blinding me. Gotta be an angle here. It's all geometry. It was all a dream. Like the late great notorious, the road less traveled, the road less glorious.
The abyss of these bubble weight bitches. Still I rise in the midst of demons, blocking views and pictures. On the slide of future menus, looks bright on the new venues. Pressed it on wax, watch the saga continue. Lessons, the facts, it's all something we've been through. Growing pains no longer holding pain, that's just something I don't do. Ventilation's a healthy process to a regimen focused with lit views. Don't fall for traps, don't be confused, don't let them get you.
Woo. What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry about that. My internet is super slow today. I've been trying to get my router to work a little bit better. I have an extender now too, and it is not doing its job. So I'm just gonna have to deal with it. Anyways, welcome in. This is your first time here. I'm JC Money. This is Coach Craig. We're here to hang out, talk a little super draft, talk about the main slate for tonight, I guess, for NBA basketball. But yeah, I'm sure we'll be cutting in and out, obviously, because of me. But I'm going to do my best to keep going here. I might have to move and let Craig keep going until I can get it stable.
Yeah, this slate kind of sucks.
Let's see here. I'll pull this up and let you talk a little bit. I'm going to have to move because this is not working out.
Thank you. Yeah. So obviously we weren't here yesterday.
Yeah, let me pull the notes up and let you do this. Let you talk through it a little bit because my internet is doing terrible right now. So I have to move.
This comment. So you should live on the coast. Our internet is great because we cram as many people as we can in small spaces. I'd rather not be on top of other people. I live in the middle of nowhere, so. But this is your internet. Oh, I think we lost them already. So obviously we were not here yesterday. Took the day off. Did a little bit of a slate before that, but if you guys got on some of the Spurs guys yesterday, probably did pretty well. Otherwise, probably didn't do too well, honestly. There wasn't too much going on yesterday, though. Oh, boy. Let's see if I can pull this up. Notes. There we go. I don't know why this is so small, but hopefully you guys can read this. Let's see. Nope. That wasn't it. So in terms of today, we have guards in play. This is not like the greatest slate in the world, though, for sure. Because forward's not pretty today. In center, there's only a couple options. But in terms of the guards that we do have in play, we got Luka Doncic at 1x. So Luka Doncic, you don't really need to say too much more there going against Golden State. There is a little bit of potential blowout risk there, especially if the Mavericks don't put up enough points tonight. But Warriors are playing without Klay Thompson tonight as well. Steph Curry at 1.05. With Steph Curry, we don't need to say too much there at this point in time. We got LaMelo Ball at 1.1. The last time he did play against the Pistons, very solid day for him. I think he had 7 threes in that day. I do believe he had 7 threes in that game. So there is some upside there. There's also downside with LaMelo Ball anytime we talk about him. CJ McCollum's been great since he's been on the Pelicans, 1.25. Probably one of the safer plays at guard today. Then we got down to Anthony Simons, 1.3. Obviously not the best game the last time out there, but the Blazers did get blown out in that game too, so that affected a lot of their guys overall. Cade Cunningham at 1.35. He's actually been rather consistent the last 3 or 4 games. So 1.35, you could definitely look at him there. He can also fill in at forward. Same thing with Luka Doncic, since forward's not that great today. Then we have Josh Hart, who is 1.45. Josh Hart obviously looks decent. He's another one of those Blazers that didn't do the best last time out just because of the blowout. Get down to Reggie Jackson, not the best game last time out, but before that, he had been playing rather well, playing a ton of minutes. So at 1.6 looks pretty good once again. Then we had no Kevin Porter Jr. tonight. So Jalen Green at 1.65, Dennis Schroeder at 1.65 are guys you can look at as well. If you want to throw Eric Gordon down there at 1.8, maybe takes a couple extra shots, maybe makes a couple extra shots and scores enough points to be worth it. You can look at him as a dart throw as well. In terms of the other dart throws we have here is Luke Kennard, who's been shooting the lights out for the ball pretty much lately. 1.85. We got Reggie Bullock down there at 2x. Going to start tonight, probably again for the Mavericks. There's some upside there as we've seen in earlier games this season. He can also play forward as well.
Stupid internet.
Then we move down to the forwards. Yeah. Then we move down to forwards. We got LeBron James. LeBron James is at 1. So LeBron James, we don't need to say too much there. Probably going to be the most popular forward overall on tonight's slate just because forward's not that pretty. We got Brandon Ingram, who had a nice game last time out. But before that, since CJ McCollum's been there, he hasn't been doing much. But he's at 1.3. It is a revenge game because they do play against the Lakers. And this is actually a decent revenge narrative since they traded him away. Kind of gave up on him in that Anthony Davis trade. Got Miles Bridges, has some upside, has some downside. He's at 1.3. He's actually been rebounding the ball slightly better as of late, which is weird because they've been playing bigger lineup and he's been rebounding the ball better. So it doesn't really make sense, but it's how it's kind of been. Andrew Wiggins at 1.55. I had here if Klay Thompson is out. Klay Thompson is out tonight due to illness. So Andrew Wiggins definitely somebody you could look at, especially in terms of how poor the forward slate is overall. Then I get down to Montrezl Harrell. He's at 1.55. You can play him at forward. You can play him at center. He'll play pretty consistent for the Charlotte Hornets at this point in time. So definitely somebody to look at once again. Aaron Gordon. You got the up. You got the down with Aaron Gordon. He's been getting about 30 the last couple of games. So honestly, like tonight, forwards aren't that great. 1.6 at times 30 gets you to 48, so you could definitely do a lot worse. PJ Washington has been in that starting lineup at 1.7 for the Charlotte Hornets. Been playing decent, so you can look at him if you really want to. Carmelo Anthony did return last time out. He played 28 minutes in that game for the Lakers. 1.75 didn't play too poorly there, so if you really want to play Carmelo, you can definitely do it. Then I just threw Trendon Watford on there as well for Portland. If he ends up starting, probably looks a little bit better. Last time out, he got 23 minutes. Just didn't do a whole heck of a lot with it, but he has a little upside there as well. Moving down to center, it's ugly tonight. You're pretty much going to play Nikola Jokic at the top at 1. We'll mention Isaiah Stewart at 1.6. Doesn't get in foul trouble. No Marvin Bagley tonight. Maybe he has some upside there, but he really has to get that upside game. And then Zubac 1.65. He just needs to get that 30 minutes and play pretty much lights out once again tonight. Then we get down to the dark throws. We got Jackson Hayes at 1.8. Starts once again. If you had that upside game, maybe he outscores Jokic, but it's kind of hard at this point in time. Hartenstein played 28 minutes last time. He's at 2x. Could look at him. Drew Eubanks probably starts again for the Blazers, but I'm not really excited about him at 2x, but just somebody to throw out there. Then Dwight Howard. So pretty much center comes down to tonight, Nikola Jokic and Dwight Howard. And Dwight Howard, they're going to need to play a decent amount of minutes on Jonas Valanciunas tonight. So if he does what he did last time, he's going to look pretty good. He probably outscores Nikola Jokic if that's the case. I don't expect it to be that good, but between those two guys, they could both get to about 60 after their respective multipliers.
Yep, I agree with that. Dang. So, yeah, I had to make a move into the office, and obviously now I think it's going off of your service. So,
oh well, my internet's pretty slow too. So
yeah, no, you should be able to see it. You should be able to see up in the corner where your bars are, what your bars look like. But anyways, yeah,
it was there earlier, but
Ronald says that internet's great out on the coast. It's not that it's bad here. It's the fact that I live in a building where the walls are really old, like thick and shitty. So like the internet don't travel very well through walls, like the signal,
Yeah. So it's okay to use a hardline. I use a hardline myself because everything's so unreliable here.
Yeah, and my router is actually across the hall in the office that I use, so I can't really run a hard line all the way across the hall through a couple of
good, but it's all another story. Oh.
And what's up? Is that Creed? What's up? Probably true. You're probably right. And I think, you know what? Honestly, I put in a new route. I put in a extender in today, and I'm not sure if it's working properly. Like it was working for a bit, and then it stopped working. Everything says it's good, but I'm telling you, it's the shitty walls. Like it ain't. It's shit.
Yep.
It sucks.
Yep. So we'll get into some lineups and some injuries in play. So I see that comment there too. So we're gonna get into our favorite plays for tonight in a little bit here. But we got the first games, the Clippers and the Rockets. The Clippers already had their starting lineup confirmed in Reggie Jackson, Terrence Mann, Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, and Zubac. And then they have Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Norman Powell, Jay Preston all out once again. So no changes there. And then we do have for Houston, Dennis Schroeder, Jalen Green, excuse me. This is so I don't even know why I just did that, but so we have Usman Garoba, John Wall, and Kevin Porter for Houston. So it's assumed that Dennis Schroeder just starts in place of Kevin Porter at point guard. So you can look at Dennis Schroeder. There is some upside there. There's also a lot of downside. So we'll just see what ends up happening there. Then let's see. For Detroit, we have Marvin Bagley out. Frank Jackson's questionable. He's missed the past couple of games anyways. Don't really care about him. Then for the Charlotte Hornets, J.D. McDaniels, Gordon Hayward both out. Nick Richards questionable to play, and Cody Martin was just ruled in, even though he was out earlier today. Then for the Dallas Mavericks, we have Tim Hardaway and Teo Penson out. Marquise Chris doubtful. Frank Ntilikina just got ruled out. Trey Burke still listed questionable. We'll see what's up with him. Then for the Golden State Warriors, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, and Klay Thompson all out tonight. James Wiseman is going to make his season debut supposedly tonight. He has not played at all this year since I don't remember if he had an ACL or what kind of surgery he had, but he'd been playing down in G League with Santa Cruz. He got called back up the other day, so we'll see if he plays tonight or not. Probably means you don't want to play him. You don't want to play Kevon Looney. You probably don't want to play anybody that would kind of fill in at center today for the Warriors. Even though none of those guys, I don't even think Wiseman's on the slate. I didn't really look again, though. Then we get down to Denver, who is Kankar, Murray, and Michael Porter Jr. all out. Once again, Zeke Naji is questionable, but he's pretty much missed every game possible lately, so he's probably going to miss tonight, too. Doesn't really matter for DFS, though. Eric Bledsoe, Damian Lillard, Didi Lozana, Joseph Nurkic, and Justice Winslow are all out tonight for the Blazers. Somebody else is going to start in place of Justice Winslow. Right now, they have it penciled in as Greg Brown. Greg Brown's probably not somebody I want to play. Then for the Pelicans, we got Larry Nance, Zion Williamson out once again. No changes there. Then for the Lakers, we got Avery Bradley ruled out again, and then Anthony Davis and Kendrick Nunn both out as well. LeBron James technically listed as questionable, but he's probably going to end up playing, so I'm not really concerned about that at all. That kind of suck if he didn't play, I guess. And that's the last game of the night, too. So I guess everybody would just have to pivot over to like Brandon Ingram. I guess you could pivot to Carmelo, but
how the fuck is Andre Iguodala playing basketball still? I don't know. He's old as shit.
He's not as old as you think. But he is by far one of the most intelligent basketball players in the league. So that's how he's still playing. And he's still in relatively good shape. He just doesn't score anymore. So he's 38 now. I mean, he's like the same age as LeBron. And the thing is, he plays like half the games of the year. It's only 38. It's not like he's 42.
No, I don't think he was there when he was drafted.
Yeah. I mean, like, he's old, but he only plays like half the games. He takes like every other game off pretty much. I mean, like, he's old, but you're not like, he ain't 40 yet. Let's put it that way.
All right. Let's see here. We got to get through the lineups. I know there's not very many games, so.
Yeah. So, get some lineups. 5 games.
So if y'all haven't heard yet, we got a new sponsor, new partner, Bet Angles. It's a pretty dope new website that's been built by our friend Jim. And it's pretty sick. Like everything's live too. So you can see obviously these games are going right now. And then you can see what games are coming up as well. This is just for basketball right now. And then you can get in here and you can actually look at everything. You could look at fantasy players, projections for what those fantasy players are for tonight. And then you can also if you want to make money line bets or any of your bets, any prop bets. Where to go? Let's see. This is obviously the team lineup right now.
Let me see.
Slow ass computer. I love it. Where was it? I like this shit. Best bets is where it's at though. Like this is gonna tell you can come in here and you can kind of see, you know,
Top bets for the day, essentially.
Yep. So best over bets for hockey, best under bets.
A lot of hockey stuff right now.
There's basketball on here too. We just got, and then you can. The crazy thing is, you can. I really have to explore this. This is actually pretty fucking dope. So then here's your best overs, best unders, money lines, shit like that. And they're doing pretty well. You know, 62% on the overs is pretty damn good.
Yep. That's really good.
So I mean, if you want some overs to play tonight,
you just scroll by the NBA one.
What was that?
You just scroll by the NBA one.
There's one right here. Best over bets.
Yeah, no, but go up. There's best NBA bets. There you go, top 3. Boston -7, the Clippers -7, and Dallas +4.
I like the overs. The overs are what's doing really well. 62%. Yep. Utah and Phoenix over 227.
Utah and Phoenix over 227. That one's gonna be close.
Yeah, this is a dope site. There's a bunch of research tools and stuff too.
Now that Pelicans Lakers one, I'd bet that over just because like neither of those teams play defense. We got David up in here.
What's up, David?
He says Terrence Mann, Reggie Jackson, Batum, Doncic, LeBron James, Ingram, and Zubac. So you love Clippers tonight, David. I'm not trusting Zubac tonight. He played 18 minutes last game. Like if he doesn't get the minutes, he ain't gonna pay off. He got that upside at 1.65, but it's Jokic or Howard for me tonight. I ain't trusting nobody else tonight. It's not pretty. It's just not pretty. At center.
Here you go. You can get in here too. You can get in here too, and you can make some like. So here's your best places you can go to make your bets. So you can find what best odds, right? You want to try to have the best odds.
And then I don't know. There's just too many Clippers too. I don't like Batum either tonight. I know I get he's 1.8, but he just hasn't done much lately. If you want to play Mann, if you want to play Jackson, that's fine. But I just probably the only Clippers I probably play tonight would be Mann, Jackson, and Kennard. And I wouldn't play like too many of them really.
All right. Let's get into setting some lineups.
Also, David, you have an extra. No, you don't. No, you don't. Never mind. I thought you had an extra player for a second there, but Batum was in guard.
I don't know if Savage is in here anymore, but we're gonna set some lineups and then we'll talk about some of the better. But like that's kind of what we do on the show. We'll go through, we'll talk about, some of the games that are coming up, and then we'll go through the players. But usually when we start, if there's a game the night before and we had a show, then we'll cover, studs, duds, and then some of our dart throws. But yeah, that's how it goes. Oh shit, Ronald. He said, "What up, David?" So let's set some lineups. Let's talk some players. Let's talk about what we think is going to.
Okay, so what type of lineup are you setting first? What type of contest?
Let's see. I want to set we'll set the $4 lineup, the good one, the big one.
So $4 lineup. You're gonna want something pretty safe, or relatively safe. Let's put it that way.
Let's clear this. Bam.
Okay, so you're gonna want we'll just go with center first because there's 2 guys.
Let's clear it. Hit that center.
So I just put Jokic. So for $4, we're playing Jokic, and 80% of the field's playing Jokic. So I don't think there's too much debate about that. Like you play Jokic or Howard tonight, that's pretty much it. Unless like Valanciunas goes crazy or something, like less Valanciunas, like somebody else has to have a ceiling game for like Jokic to not be the best play at center tonight. So that's pretty safe. I think we play him. I think we play LeBron. LeBron's gonna be very popular too tonight. I think you play Luka at forward too, and then we'll probably come back to forward in a minute here.
Yeah, we're definitely playing Luka.
Yeah, so play Luka and LeBron at forward. We'll play CJ McCollum at guard, and then we'll kind of go from there. Because I think those are kind of like the 4 building blocks, at least for SuperDraft tonight. Obviously, those are all players that are one multiplier outside of CJ McCollum. That's 1.25. Here's one for you. Says I don't get your notification anymore, but I'm getting Coach Craig's. I watch a lot of political stuff, so maybe the Ukraine is blocking it. Maybe. I don't know.
I think what it is
So
like whoever you clicked on last time, their shit's gonna show up before the other person's shit. So like if you clicked on Craig's and you've been watching Craig's, then that means like his will show up before mine shows up.
Maybe. I know sometimes the notifications on YouTube are really weird. One of my buddies, like when I was doing stuff for fantasy football during the season, I like do waivers on Tuesday, and he'd be like, I got a notification for it on Friday. I'm like, well, that's kind of late.
And what I have been doing too, like in the tags, like I put football and stuff in there because you said you weren't getting notifications because football wasn't involved anymore. So I threw that in there, and you should be hit. That's why you're probably getting at least one of ours. And honestly, it doesn't matter as long as you're watching one of ours. That's all that matters.
Yep.
Supporting the show regardless.
Find it.
Yep.
Yeah. So you got those 4 in now, correct?
Yep.
So now, like, you get to the talking point where it's like, what other guards do you want to play? Do you want to play LaMelo Ball that has the high upside? He had a crazy game against Detroit the last time where he hit 7 threes. You could look at Terry Rozier's teammate if you really want to, who had a triple-double last time against the Pistons, but that's not going to happen again. I can guarantee you that. Second Take Extra says Anthony Simons.
Oh, you should tell him about your what happened on what was it, Friday? Remember
when he was saying not to play DeJounte Murray and he had a triple-double? He was one of the best guards on the entire slate. Yeah. He was fine.
All right, where's the Pistons? When's the last time they played? It was a couple weeks ago, right?
It was so it was like the 11th, I think.
February?
Yeah. It was the 10th or the 11th.
There you go, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. I mean LaMelo.
Well, he made a bunch of threes in that game too. So and that was the game Terry Rozier had a triple-double. Pretty sure it was. But that's that like there's a 0.000000001% chance that happens again. So I think
LaMelo.
There's the upside of LaMelo. You got so then you get Anthony Simons, you got Cade Cunningham, you got Josh Hart, you got Reggie Jackson, you got Dennis Schroeder, you got Jalen Green pretty much.
I was thinking Cade Cunningham earlier.
But you can play him at forward too. I think I'm actually playing him at forward a lot tonight.
Yeah, especially since we hate all the forwards.
Yeah, I mean, like, otherwise, all the forwards. So the secretary just said, I didn't say to play Murray. They was said that about Randall. Well, Randall had a very unfortunate shooting night that night for sure. He started 1 for 10. Otherwise, if he made like half his shots, he would have been fine. Maybe it was Ronald. Might have been Ronald that didn't like DeJounte Murray that night. I think it was Ronald.
Yeah, it was Ronald.
He's a graph.
The graph was bad.
Graph was good.
I
mean, most of the cards in the league.
We can play Simon.
It was me. I don't mind, man. It was me. It was me.
I like Simons, but the multiplier, I mean, he has to hit like 45 for me to feel really good.
No, he's at least 39. Because 39 gets him over 50.
Yeah, but Who
which he
can we
does.
get in here that's risky but could pay off?
Simons, Reggie Jackson, Dennis Schroeder. Like, there's not much. Who are you looking at now?
Schroeder. He plays the Rockets now, right?
Yeah, you can't even look at his graph. He had one good game. He had one good game when Porter was out, and then he had like a crappy game when Porter was out. So take your pick there. You could play Jalen Green if you want. He had 43 FanDuel points last time out, but he'll shoot more at least. But I don't think in the $4 one. I don't think you play the four. I don't think you play Jalen Green in the $4 one. You probably play Simon, Josh Hart, or Reggie Jackson at $4. Unless you want to play Steph, you could play Steph.
That might be good too. I mean, I like the Reggie Jackson call.
Who the Clippers play again tonight? Let's see.
Houston.
It's gonna be a high scoring game. It's gonna be a high scoring game. The Clippers play to the level of their opponent every time, though. So if they play a good team, they play good. If they play a crappy team, they play terrible.
I think I want to
There's no in
play Jackson.
between. They're the weirdest team in basketball because they'll just beat like all these teams they shouldn't, and then they'll just like play like crap against the really bad teams.
What's Steph in here?
105.
Where is he?
1.05.
Who do they play tonight? Let's see.
Dallas. They ain't got nobody that can guard Steph, that's for sure. But he had the bad game after the All-Star break after he made the 16 threes in the All-Star. Yeah. He's too tired from shooting so much in the All-Star game, apparently. But there's no Klay Thompson tonight either.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. He's not really somebody I feel like that's going to go off. I mean, he could. But
when he goes off, if he goes off, he wins you the slate.
It's the 1.05, you know that.
For one, in terms of like one, he's not as consistent as most people that are 1 or 1.05, but when he goes off, he gets you 70 before the multiplier. So that's the thing. You got to kind of take the good with the bad with him, pretty much. So it depends, like, on the rest of your lineup. Like, if you feel safe about the rest of your lineup, you can take that shot. If you don't, play like Reggie Jackson, Dennis Schroeder, Jalen Green. Jalen Green's pretty much the same thing as playing Steph Curry, honestly, except with a higher multiplier.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Reggie Jackson call. I think.
I'm surprised you're not pushing for your boy Josh Hart now.
No, screwed me.
They got blown out. Everybody on the Blazers sucked in that game.
Blew away.
And the worst part is they were blowing out the Warriors in the first quarter, and then it just gone.
Jalen Green might be a good call, but it might be chasing.
I mean, it's the same thing as playing Steph. It's just with a higher multiplier. If he makes it, like, they're both point scoring dependent. And you look at the last game, and they got blown out. So I don't know.
Josh Hart might be a good call.
Yeah. I mean, like, you play Hart, you can play Simons. I don't know. Like the last one is just kind of like who do you feel comfortable playing?
Nobody. I think I'm gonna just stick with Reggie.
Yeah. I mean, he plays a crap ton of minutes at least. He didn't have the best game last time out, but
that's okay. I mean, if it's gonna be a high scoring game, it's supposed to be a close game. I mean, I like that.
Some of these smaller lineups, I'm gonna have to play like Luke Kennard in, just because I love Luke Kennard. That's my dude. Just a white guy that shoots from Duke. And
so McCollum, Ball, Jackson, and LeBron, Luka, Cade Cunningham, and then Joker.
Okay, hold on. So let's see. Rockets starting lineup. If this ever loads. Rockets will start Dennis Schroeder, Jalen Green, Eric Gordon, Jayshawn Tate, and Christian Wood. What's the multiplier on Jayshawn Tate?
Let me look.
God, why do they have to have Dennis Schroeder? The fact that Dennis Schroeder is on this team kind of ruins the Rockets, because like when Porter was out before, like you could play Jalen Green was in play, Eric Gordon was in play, Jayshawn Tate was in play, but now the fact that you have like an actual like legit backup point guard kind of ruins it. Because what would happen before is Tate would get more ball handling opportunities, Green would get a couple more, and then Gordon would get a couple more. And then you just play with like a DJ Augustine or somebody that sucked. Or Monty Brooks. Ooh. Wait.
All right.
Monty Brooks is great for other sites, but terrible for SuperDraft. He don't even play no more.
Is that Dwight Howard?
No, Jayshawn Tate, forward. What's his multiplier?
No, I was talking about for centers.
I don't know what Tate multiplier is.
1.6.
1.6. That's I figured it was that. It's always kind of been that lately, but okay. So what kind of contest is this next one?
So the next three are 5 cents.
5 cents. So
Nickel
we're gonna take the
lineup.
risk. Okay,
Yeah,
so we're gonna put Dwight Howard in this one at center. Don't even look at the graph.
I like the
You
graph.
guys just don't do it. He started the past 2 games because Anthony Davis is out. They play against Valanciunas tonight. They're not going to have LeBron guard Valanciunas. He could. It'd just be stupid. And it probably wouldn't even be LeBron end up guarding. It'd be like Trevor Ariza or somebody.
Trevor
Ariza. I wonder if he's older than Andre Iguodala.
I'm throwing Josh
I'm
Hart in this
curious.
one.
Let's see.
We'll get crazy on.
Can we play Luke Kennard? Can we please play Luke Kennard? Up. Trevor Ariza is 36 going on 37. So he's a year younger than LeBron and Andre Iguodala. Close enough. Would you play Luke Kennard and Jalen Green? Is that what it is?
And Josh Hart.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Forwards. We'll play Brandon Ingram in this one in the revenge game.
What?
1.3. What? Why are you looking at Moses Wright?
I wasn't trying to. I was trying to click on
Terrible. And apparently he just signed with Dallas, and I didn't even know that until earlier today. So Brandon Ingram. We're gonna play. Let's play Andrew Wiggins in this one too. Why not? No Klay Thompson. I wonder who starts as the 5th starter for them because they started Gary Payton the past 2 games, but Wiggins has been playing power forward, which is stupid. But do they start a real power, or do they start like a real guy at power forward, like Otto Porter or Kuminga, or do they like go super small? God, who are they playing again tonight? So they're playing Dallas.
Yeah.
They don't need to go. They don't really need to start a real guy, but I think Otto Porter would just make more sense, or Kuminga. But maybe they just start Gary Payton II. And Steph Curry and Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins and Looney. God, that sounds terrible. Steve Kerr's an idiot, though. So,
Ronald. So Iggy away was the original Ben Simmons in Philly, talented early pick, but not good fit for the team. But did very well as a role on other teams.
dude was a freaking all-star on multiple teams. And then he won the MVP. Well, he won the MVP of the NBA championship when he probably shouldn't have. Like, he was on the loaded team and he was the 6th man. But the dude is one of the highest basketball IQ players in the NBA. So, like, he can just come out and he just does, like, even at 38, he does things that most people can't even think of at this point. So let's see what we got. So we got Wiggins, Brandon Ingram. You want to play Montrezl Harrell?
I was actually looking at him earlier. Montrezl.
That's my boy.
Dude, this is a good lineup. I feel kind of good about this lineup.
It's high upside. We're going to put one with Reggie Bullock in it, though.
Hella upside.
How else can we get crazy?
Let's see. I also want to see here real quick if they have anything left for dollars. Because they had one that was like a filler kill.
Oh, yeah. I seen that earlier. I didn't join that one, though.
Yeah, it still needs a lot to go.
Really?
Yeah.
What's that now?
81, 230.
Oh, they must have done another one because the one I looked at earlier, like 150 out of 220.
Yeah, that one filled. As I was filling the lineup out. All right. You want to put Joker in here?
Give me 1 second. I'm just. So this is another 5-cent one, right?
Yeah, this one and the next one are 5 cents.
Let's see. Let's play Isaiah Stewart. Because if we get the ceiling game out of Isaiah Stewart, let's see. Who else do we want to play? Let's see. Hold on. We got Frank Jackson's out for the Pistons. Corey Joseph, Kate Cunningham, Sadiq Bey, Jeremy Grant, Isaiah Stewart starting, and then LaMelo Ball, Terry Rozier, Miles Bridges, PJ Washington, and Mason Plumlee for Charlotte. You want to play PJ Washington at forward too while we're talking about him? 1.7. Sure. He's actually played really well the last 2 games.
The guy I was looking at earlier.
Let's see. Carmelo Anthony.
Oh, God.
He played 28.5 minutes after missing 2 weeks. Like, that just, or no, it was probably 3 weeks, honestly, because of the All-Star break. How, like, that just doesn't happen. God, who else do we want here? You want to put your boy Aaron Gordon in this one?
Sure. I like Gordon.
God. How many minutes did Reggie Bullock play the last game? Just go at guard. Go guard or forward. Doesn't matter. He played both. So go to game log, see how many minutes he played last game. 34, and he played 40 before that. Yeah, take a shot on him. Don't look at any of this other crap. If he gets to shoot the ball, that's all that matters. The problem is Luka's just been like, nobody else gets to shoot the ball lately. David's up in here saying, I think Ingram's going off. Well, it's a revenge game, so if he wants to prove his point, he's going to go off. He's not done much since CJ's joined the team, besides the last game. So could be one way or the other. Let's see. In terms of who else do we want to play at guard? We didn't play Dennis Schroeder at all yet, did we?
No.
And might as well put him in this one then. And put Steph Curry in this one too. Why not? Then we got to play Simons in the last one. You said there's another one, right?
Yep, we got one more.
Yeah. So I'll put Simons in the last one too, just because we ain't playing him at all.
So Bullock, Schroeder, Curry. Those are our guards. Then we went Washington, Carmelo, Gordon at forward, and then Isaiah Stewart at center.
I like this team. Not because I think it's good, because I like most of these players. It's not that I hate Aaron Gordon. I actually like Aaron Gordon. I just hate him for fantasy. Like, I like Aaron Gordon a lot. I like PJ Washington a lot. I like who's the other one? I love Carmelo. Carmelo's my boy. Isaiah Stewart I like quite a bit. I love Carmelo. Let's see. So we're gonna play Anthony Simons in this one. We're gonna play playing Anthony Simons and Miles Bridges. I know that much for sure. Might as well put Terry Rozier in this one too while we're at it. Ooh, what position is Elijah Hughes at? Is he a guard or forward? I think he's at guard on SuperDraft. Hughes. Is that Elijah Hughes?
Who else did you say?
Let's see. We want Simons. We want Simons. We want Terry Rozier. We want Miles Bridges. That much I know. There you go. Can you look up Hughes? How many minutes did he play last game? Somebody's got to play extra minutes tonight. I'm trying to figure out who it's going to be.
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Ugh.
Yeah, he played less.
Somebody's got to play extra minutes tonight. How much did Macklemore play last time? My boy. Yeah, what, 1.8 now? How many minutes did he play last time? 16, 22, and God, I'm trying to figure out who's going to play the extra minutes for them tonight without Justice Winslow. Probably just going to be fucking Greg Brown. He sucks. We don't want him. We don't even look at Greg Brown. I like him, Ben Mack. I love Ben McLemore, Ronald. I love him so much.
Oh, you go ahead. You got it.
I love that dude, but I don't think it's tonight. Anytime. So rule number 16 is I play Ben McLemore anytime he's actually viable. You want to play Jordan Poole? What's Jordan Poole's multiplier tonight? Because there's no Klay Thompson. I would say we could play Poole and Kuminga together, but I don't know about it. Yeah, just play Poole. Usually does better when Klay doesn't play. Kuminga, God, if Kuminga starts, I think you can play him, but yeah. Let's see. Who else do you want to play here? Let me you want to do they dare play Trendon Wofford and Eubanks together on the court? Who's Portland play tonight? Should be next to Simons.
Playing Denver.
No, so they play Denver. God, they ain't gonna play. God, who the heck they gonna play? Somebody bad. That's who they're gonna play. Let me do this real quick. Pin this. I am. So let's see. Oh, pretty much you can play Jason Tate at forward in this one.
Let's play Ingram too.
Yeah, play Tate though because we don't got him in anything. And there's sometimes when Porter don't play that he goes off. And if like Shorter just sucks or something, maybe they'll let him take more ball handling or something. It's not a guarantee, but
You play Luka?
Yeah, that's fine. Who you got? So we need a center still.
Yep.
Screw it. Put Jackson Hayes in. I don't even know who the Pelicans are playing tonight.
Lakers.
He's probably okay. I probably would not play Jackson Hayes tonight.
Will you play Howard again? I'm cool with it.
Yeah, just play Howard again, I guess.
Big man dunk. Superman.
Once upon a time.
Well, we can talk a little prize picks too if you want.
Hold on.
I don't have my phone on me. I left it.
I'm updating a couple of things real quick.
Poole, Rozier, Simons, Ingram, Tate, Luka, Dwight Howard.
I like some of these lineups.
Yeah, interesting to see what happens.
Not great, but let's see what they got here. So let me see what they're. So they're projecting Kuminga to start for Golden State. But
what do you keep screaming Embiid for?
Embiid played earlier today, Ronald.
Yeah.
We can't play him.
Yeah, this is the early slate.
He played the first game of the day. How about we scream James Harden? Do you see what James Harden did today? Like 29 points. Yeah, what was it? 10 rebounds, 16 assists, and 5 steals. And now you're mad because you didn't have him because we couldn't play him.
Someone in the chat the other day was talking about in a different chat, SuperDraft chat. They were talking about how Embiid and Harden didn't do that well. It's like, they both.
We got over 50 points in a blowout.
Yeah, that was a blowout.
They got over 50 points in a blowout. That's not bad. Hold on real quick. I gotta look at one thing on DraftKings.
Which one do you think I should play in the $4 one, David?
For which?
I don't know. I'm trying to find out.
David. Or is he just talking about the lineups?
Yeah, which lineup, David?
Probably just the $4 one we built. That's what I would do at least.
We already got that one, the $4 one.
I know, but he's asking which one should he play. Probably something similar to the one we built.
Oh, they said shit. Yeah, the $4 one that we built was right here. McCollum, Ball, Jackson, James, Luka, Cunningham,
Actually,
Jokic. What?
I can just play Wiggins. Wiggins has power forward eligibility on DraftKings now. I'm just playing Wiggins. I ain't going to mess around with Kuminga and all these other guys.
Kuminga.
I love Kuminga, but
yeah, Sixers are dope.
Sixers are good.
They're dope.
So I'll talk about how good the Sixers are now. As long as we can keep James Harden happy and playing well, he's a top 6 player in the NBA when he's happy. When he's not happy, watch out. He becomes like a bottom 6 player. Yeah, where we're at. Prize picks.
And David, you know that you can play. Oh, I guess you can't in Texas. I was gonna say otherwise, but you can do prop picks on the. So you need to get the sportsbook app for draft or for SuperDraft and make sure you're spinning the wheel too because you get 5 times coins because you're on the elite subscription. So damn. He said Harden got 82 points.
Yep. Told you. He had a triple-double and 5 steals.
That's dope. So yeah, make sure you get on there because you can make some of these bets. I mean, it'll be pretty close to this, if not similar. Some of them are similar, but
yeah.
And if you want to do some prop betting, then you can do some prop betting and earn some coins and stuff like that. And you can turn those coins into a lot. I mean, that's money left on the table if you're not playing. At least be spinning because all that's free coins that you could add up to. I mean, what did we say the other day? If you get 1,000 coins a day for 30, I mean, it's 30,000 coins.
Yeah.
What's the minimum you can get is 500? So
yeah, well, the minimum you can get the minimum coins you can get per day if you're an elite member is 250.
I thought 100 was the lowest you could do.
No, you can get 50.
Not on the
No. You can get 50 on the SuperDraft on the sportsbook too.
What?
I've done it.
They must have added that. Then I don't remember that. Huh.
Even if you did that, you'd have 7,500 coins. Like just say you got 50 every day for the whole month, you get 7,500 coins. If you do that for 2 months, you're going to get lucky one of the days and not get 250. But you'd have at least 16,000 after 2 months, which is a $10 gift card or like Visa debit card or whatever. Yeah. Just for spending the wheel every day for 2 months.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there too. A lot of shit. It's pretty dope. Mm-hmm. So just keep doing it.
And if you're ever interested in Prize Picks, David, feel free to reach out to me too. I can give you the referral code. And Prize Picks is legal in every state because it's classified as fantasy, not sports gambling. So the Prize Picks that I did like, there's a couple here that were earlier because Joel Embiid is on here and he obviously hit the over on this, so we're not going to talk about him. We got Jalen Green over 15.5 points. Obviously, Kevin Porter Jr. tonight. He's done it 4 out of the last 5 games, so he's pretty safe. Terry Rozier over 19.5 points, done 4 out of the past 5 games. Obviously, had the crazy good game against the Pistons last time out as well. And then CJ McCollum over 24.5 points. Lakers don't play defense anyways. 4 out of the last 5 games, as long as that game's competitive. Then I had James Harden over 10 assists, which was, he had like 16, so that obviously what happened too. Marcus Smart over 5 assists. That was an earlier game too, so we're not going to talk about that one. Rudy Gobert over 36 fantasy points. That was an earlier game too. Buddy Hield was an earlier game too. Like most of these were early games, honestly. Monty Morris over 25 fantasy points. He's done 4 out of the past 5 games. I bet that one yesterday. I think it was at 24.5. He hit that pretty easy. And then CJ McCollum over 40 fantasy points. He's done the past 5 games. So there's not too much out there, but all the ones, pretty much everything I had from earlier hit. Now I got to see how Marcus Smart and Rudy Gobert did, just because everything else hit. Because I obviously don't bet all these ones,
But get in there and make a bunch of different ones. Because you have been making some pretty good predictions, and it's just going on. You're just looking at how they've been playing.
Yeah, some of it is educated guesses, but you can see how they've been doing the last 5 games. You can look at their averages on the season, and then you can go through. Whoa. Al Horford didn't end up playing today. Let's see. So David said Jackson Ball, McCollum, James, Doncic, Cunningham and Jokic. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what we had, right?
Pretty close.
Let's see. Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart had 7 assists, so he hit the over, so that one was good. Buddy Hield does not look like he's going to get over 30 fantasy points at the rate he's going at, but he just had a poor shooting day so far. They have the 4th quarter left, though.
That lineup is right there, David.
Then let me see what's Rudy Gobert did, because like Rudy Gobert on there for 36 fantasy points, that's super low for Rudy Gobert. Like I get he's been, yeah, so he got 43.3. I think that was easy. So the one that I did myself personally, I did Rudy Gobert over 36 fantasy points. I did Monty Morris over 25, and I did CJ McCollum over 40 fantasy points, because those were like the 3 safest to me. And I try to be safe when I make prop bets.
I was just looking at some of these NASCAR. I mean, Kyle Busch has moved up, but not a lot. How many laps are left in that?
Oh, click on it. It tells you.
Does it?
Yeah, I mean, it tells you how many laps they've done so far, and then you just take that minus 200 minus that. What?
174.
So there's 26 left. Give me a second. I gotta send this to my buddy.
Yeah, it's crazy. So because of the place differential, because he had to drop all the way to the back, it's minus 17.25.
For who? For who?
Kyle Busch.
What happened with him? Because he didn't have to drop all the way to the back. Something weird happened, like in the beginning of the race.
I thought he did have to go all the way to the back. I thought we were
I
talking about that.
don't think so. Kurt Busch did at the beginning, but he was already started there.
Kurt Busch is in 11th place, so he's been doing pretty well.
Yeah, so he got a 23-point differential.
Yeah, he's doing really, really well. He might have been the best champion I'm looking at so far. Yep.
What's Almirola? Where's Almirola at? Because he's at 1.3.
He's in 19th place now. Like he moved way back.
He's got 12-point differential.
He's in the champion spot. He's at 98 points. Like Busch in the regular spot's at 92 points.
Yeah.
Larson, he's in first.
Hold on. So he ended up in first. Got sent to the back of the pack and still in first. That's stupid. Like when you think about it, like this shouldn't happen.
The crazy thing though is it only says 12 place differential.
Yeah, because you don't get
Yep. Shit's crazy.
No, that's how it's supposed to be, because you're being penalized for having something wrong with your car.
No. I'm talking about him moving up that far to get first. That's dope.
So like when when somebody was asking about it in the chat, like earlier, I'm like, no, it's just whatever their starting position was.
Yep.
It's a penalty.
Let's see what's for tomorrow.
Is it up yet?
Should be. I would think once this starts, maybe not. It's probably going to be
basketball or hockey, probably.
I tried to ask Wendy for the schedule so I can get a more set schedule, but I'll have to ask her again, I guess.
Yeah, she might not even know either, like fully, But tomorrow is Monday, so it's supposed to be multiple entries tomorrow, supposedly.
So we'll see. All right, let's get out of here. Tomorrow we'll be back, probably about the same time, most likely 6:05 Eastern time. So I'll be posting some stuff tonight once I find out what the game is for tomorrow. But obviously we'll be talking basketball like normal. So yeah. And Ronald says they'll expect more Sixer love tomorrow.
Well, I love Joel Embiid, so and I like Harden too. I know a lot of people don't like Harden, but I do.
I like Harden. I like his Euro step.
Your step's like the weirdest move in basketball when you actually think about it.
Mm-hmm.
It should be a travel, but it's not.
Mm-hmm. So, brother,
What?
where to find you at?
Right here, right now.
Every day.
Yeah, but you can find me on Twitter at Coach Craig Sport. You can find me on YouTube at Coach Craig Sports. You can find me at patreon.com/Coach Craig Sports. And you can find me on the Stacks app at Coach Craig Sports as well. Obviously, we'll be back tomorrow with whatever contest is there, plus basketball. If it's not basketball contest, pretty simple.
Ronald says this beard makes him feel safe. It's so crazy, dude, because it like goes all the way legit, like around his lips. Like that's tough to do.
And then it's always like it's so clean too, like the edges and everything. Like he's paying somebody a lot to cut it. Let's just say that.
Yeah, Harden is killing it, man. Harden is, yeah, he's dope. He probably would have done the same thing the night before if they didn't blow out Minnesota. Weak as hell. Weak as hell.
He's like, he looks so fake, but it's not.
Yeah. All right, you guys can find me at JC Money Design everywhere: Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Sleeper. If you want to add me on Sleeper, that's cool too. We're still, I mean, we're probably past the time now where we can get the basketball league going. Yeah. So what we're gonna do is, if anybody wants to get into the football league for next year, we're gonna get one started up, and then we're gonna probably just do like some kind of probably redraft league, the first one. But I mean, if you wanted to, we could do something. I don't know. We'll figure out something. But I want to do a Devi league at some point. So we're going to talk a little bit more into that. And we'll come on and we'll actually do a show where we talk about Devi a little bit so we can introduce it. And get some people excited about it because, some people do Canton to was it Canton to or
Campus
college to
Canton.
Canton or campus to Canton, which is, you can play, what is it? You guys can actually play college players too.
So there's two separate sides. There's a college side and an NFL side, and then like you kind of combine both essentially, if that makes sense. Like,
just Debbie's just you can draft anyone that's in college, right? Anyone that's in college or getting into college.
We're not going to start talking about the Archman and bull crap.
No, I wouldn't be talking about that. I'm talking about I'm talking about right now. If it was right now when we were drafting and people were starting to talk about what we're going to.
Well, like incoming freshman class you can draft too, like this year. Yep. So like technically they're not actually at the college right now, but if they're signed to the college, like I don't even know who's a good example right now off the top of my head, but
the last year would have been what's that kid that played for the Dragons in Texas, that blonde-haired quarterback.
Oh, Quinn Ewers.
Yeah, because he was like he didn't finish high school, right?
He reclassified early. He finished high school. You can't go to college and not finish high school, technically.
Or was he too young? Was it was too young?
So, no, he just reclassified to be be a year ahead. So he essentially graduated college early to go to spring football. But in in state of Texas, they wouldn't let him. He couldn't go to the state of Texas essentially.
To do GED. It. He said GED.
It's hard to explain, like for people to like fully understand, really, because it's a weird thing, really.
Yeah, we're still waiting on baseball. Have they even said anything about that happening yet?
Nope. They're supposed to come to agreement the other day, or they're supposed to come to agreement. No, they're supposed to come to agreement by tomorrow. Otherwise, games are going to get delayed, essentially.
Yeah, that sounds like a shitty situation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Because the COVID year, they went back and forth for months.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, Debbie will be crazy, but yeah, baseball.
But
that worries me right now.
I'm not worried about it. There's going to be a season. It just when does it actually start?
That's true. That's true. So let's get out of here.
You're not going to cancel year, though, essentially.
We're going to figure some crazy shit out. We got some cool stuff coming. Got some cool stuff in the works, so be ready. Appreciate y'all being here.
Hold on, let me just see. I think there's confirmed lineups for the 6:30 games too. So Dallas is Luka Doncic, Jalen Brunson, Reggie Bullock, Dorian Finney-Smith, Dwight Powell, and then Golden State is Steph Curry, Gary Payton. Moses Moody's freaking starting. Why? Don't play Moses Moody, please don't. Andrew Wiggins and Kevon Looney.
David said he had to drop out, work for help with his mom, income from no money. Or you come from no money. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. That's awesome. Good looking out for your mom. Good looking
dude.
out for your mom. All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
Peace out.
Pushing forward, coast to coast, state to state, city to city, Floyd Dilly like the late great Biggie. Baby.
Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams. Life ain't sweet if you know what I mean. Try to go legit and follow my dreams.